27 for 4. Bubba's asking for a drink. Umpire Niaz Ali says, hang on. No. So now the gloves come out. He's going to switch to the cap. Doesn't need new gloves. Coming back into commentary to join me, Jay Dancing-Harney. We're in a good spot here, both Nepal getting the wickets down and the runs on the board for Hong Kong, China, evenly poised.
Nepal team. Look at that. Down jackets, sweatpants, a couple of face masks on.
The camera panned a little further. There's a couple of blokes standing around in shorts, which I think is suboptimal. Sagar to continue. Bubba back on strike. Gives him a full toss. Gets away with that one. Just pushed it down to long on for a single.
It can happen sometimes, the full toss. Just takes you by surprise as a batter. And the irony of the situation, Babar Hayat has been hammering everything. Except for that full toss. Got some youngsters here as well.
Full, down leg, wide.
Yeah, so good to see. We've got a big Nepalese diaspora here in Hong Kong, China. A lot of them, of course, came over during the war fighting for the British. They stayed in Hong Kong.
Faster, stayed a little low on Azaz, but chopped down on it, gets through for the single.
I think Nepal fans as well. I don't think recently you've seen the new and improved Azaz Khan. He's a proper top order player now, as Azaz. He's not just that man who comes in for a useful cameo at 8, 9, and 10. He's a serious batter, Azaz.
Round the wicket to Bubba. Tries to keep it wide, does keep it wide. Good delivery in the end. Dot ball.
Yeah, good stuff, Sagar Dakhal. Now, speaking of Mohammad Ghazanfar, the Hong Kong China leg spinner earlier, and he talked up Sagar. Gaz, of course, has played with so many of these Nepal lads at the under-19 and age group levels.
Gives that one a bit more air, a bit fuller. Still just singles off this over. And it is a single to finish off the 15th. Hong Kong China 133 for 4. 5 overs remain. Where can Hong Kong China get to from here?
Zipped up my jacket. It's getting chillier and chillier here at TKRG. And Hong Kong, China, they're going at just a shade under 9 runs and over. After they lost the toss and they were put into bat, if you gave them this scoreline at this stage, they would have taken it. The They're in a position to go 185, 190, maybe threatening 200. Babar Hayat, the dangerous Babar, on strike. Is he going to go big again? Drill down the ground. Oh, great stop. Mid-off. I think that's Rohit over there. Fantastic. Saved at least 3 runs. You just saw a second ago Babar Hayat's father off screen now. But more support there for Hong Kong, China. Beg your pardon, Rashid Khan. Very promising all-rounder, Rashid Khan. A bit of a commentator's curse there. That one going down the leg side. Yeah, he's got that hood on. Don't blame him. Don't blame him. Some people in Hong Kong, they wear face masks just to stay warm. It's a good tactic. Getting a thumbs up there. Some of these Nepal supporters. Nepal, Nepal. Those are the chants. They're happy. They know they're on TV. Bang, he goes high, he goes long. Berthel, once again a spectator. And again, oh, I think that's hit a car. I think that's hit a car. Oh, there you go. That's what happens when you park close to the Tin Kwong Recreation Ground. That's what happens when you bowl in the slot. Easy pickings for Azaz Khan. Goes through with that shot and picks up his first maximum. Things looking very dangerous now. 9 runs have come off this over already. Just the 2 legal deliveries have been bowled. Yeah, a bit concerned now. Some of these Nepal fans, they're tuning into the live scores, tuning into the live stream. It's guided, backward point, can't prevent the single. That's been the story in the last 15 or 20 minutes. You get the feeling there runs off nearly every single delivery. That man, he's very brave. You need more than just a hoodie in this weather. You gotta love that about Nepal fans. They're not just partisan fans, they just love seeing good cricket. A lot of them are really enjoying this Babar Hayat innings as well. Oh, there you go. I think that might be Akbar Khan there. USRC's Akbar Khan. Six off the over already. Is that going to be a boundary? Oh, good effort in the deep. I think that's Gulsan Zah. But he looks to the skies, couldn't prevent the boundary. That's a 6 and a 4 already in this over. 14 off it, still 2 balls left. See what he was trying to do. He was trying to go block hole. Yeah, it wasn't full enough. It was a bit too wide. Allowed him to free his arms. Picks up yet another boundary here at his Babar Hayat. Look at that, 59 off 30. Again, goes big. That's in the air. It's a chance. Oh, puts in the dive. Just goes on the half volley, though. It's a good effort to prevent the boundary. And they like that. They like that. The Nepal fans, they love that effort. They didn't love that result, though. I think they're so happy as well after 7 long years. Their team, their heroes are in Hong Kong, China. Still 4 overs left after this. Can they get up to 200? I think he might have found the gap there, Azaz Khan. Yeah, he's hit it better than I thought. Behind square. 150 up now for Hong Kong, China. Azaz moves on to 14. A mammoth 19 off that over. See on this replay as well. Rashid Khan. 2 straight, too easy. Azaz Khan. He's been in brilliant form, hasn't he? Both domestically and internationally. Some of the Hong Kong under-19s fresh off that tour to Thailand. Was it Thailand? Yeah, absolutely. It's getting windier. One of our tents is blown away here at TKRG. Yeah, those tents were weighted down as well by sandbags. More importantly, it's Barber. Big Barber on strike again. And again he gets a boundary. This time sliced away for 4. Or is it more than 4? Yeah, no, it's gone all the way. There you go, John Prakash. Confirmation coming from the standing umpire. Boundaries continuing to flow here for Hong Kong, China. Look at this. Bang goes Barber. Doesn't even move. Yeah, that's the thing with Barber Hayat in this sort of mood. You're not going to get your 10,000 steps a day, Barber. Keep hitting it that far. And I think it's a bit of a nervous smile there from that man, that spectator. Might have been a Nepalese fan there. He's conflicted. He's loving this from Barber. He just wishes it wasn't against his team. Oh, it's a rare dot ball. Good bit of work off his own bowling there from the left arm spinner. Look at that winning and score predictor, 198. Slows it up. Back-to-back dots. And it gives him a bit of a stare as well to Sagar Dakhal. Not sure that's going to change Barber's approach. 66 off 34. Bang! This time doesn't miss out on that full toss. The crowd are looking over their heads. Keep looking. That's gone out of the ground. Arms up again to John Prakash. Moves into the 70s now to Barber. This is how he got there. Sagar Dakhal this time doesn't get away. Yet another full toss. I love what Barber did. He worked himself across his crease. He was targeting the leg side, wasn't he? This is a big, big score here from Hong Kong, China. And look at this acceleration as well. They've gone absolutely bonkers in the last 7 or 8 overs. They were 61 for 2 after 9. 103 runs have come in the last 46 balls. Bit of an anticlimax there, just a single. But that's the thing, it's usually that middle overs phase that tends to be the most economical in T20 cricket. Hong Kong, China, they flipped the script. Last ball of another expensive over, 13 off it. Can they close it out with a boundary? Ooh, it keeps low. It's done well there. The left arm spinner. Take a look at this replay. How close was that to the inside edge? Yeah, just slid it off the surface, didn't it? Something to keep in mind if you're Yasim Murtaza or Ehsan Khan. The left arm spinner and offie respectively. Nonetheless, 13 off the over, 3 overs left. It's 165 for 4. And you can see brilliant air quality in Hong Kong, but that's not the discussion point here. The discussion point is that 17-degree weather. That's misleading as well. It doesn't feel like 17. It feels like it's 12 or 11 at this stage. Who's going to bowl these last 3 overs? Looks like we have a change in bowling. Pratish, GC back into the attack. The big question for Nepal, how do you stop Babar Hayat? 73 of 36, a strike rate in excess of 200. He scored 1 century already in T20Is. Again, too much width. Wicked spin on that, but deep backward point keeps it down to 1. Azaz, he's going pretty well himself, 14 off 7. I don't think you're going to see a situation where he looks to give the strike to Babar. He's going to go big himself. Oh, did well there, the left armour. I spoke too soon. Signalled wide by the umpire. I can see what he was trying to do there. That first delivery as well. He was aiming for that wide Yorker. 50 partnership up as well between these two. $50 off just 22 balls. Imagine that. Just a single there, down to deep extra cover. I think that seems to be the plan now for the left armour. He knows that if you bowl straight and in the slot, these Hong Kong batters, they're not going to be afraid to go down the ground. But if you're Babar, you're Azaz. I'm sure you're anticipating that wide-ish delivery as well. You have more protection from Nepal's perspective on those square offside boundaries. Moves across his stumps, accesses the leg side. And I think that's gone all the way. Yeah, absolutely. Niaz Ali gets his arms up. Just like that, he's into the 80s. The left arm again trying to angle it across Babar. He's too good, isn't he? Works his way across his stumps. Not for the first time today either. That's the benefit of being the home side, of being aware and just being used to the dimensions of this outfield. Where does he go now? Does he go wide again? He does go wide. Is it too wide? No, it's okay. It's okay. 2 balls left in the over. Good result that for Nepal. Good thinking as well from the left armour. That's the thing. I think if you're going to go wide, you've got to go full as well for that full Yorker. Again, you can see him just looking over his shoulder, looking leg side. Drill down the ground. Bertel does well. Gets out that long barrier. It's just a single. That's the thing, if you're Nepal, you don't mind giving away singles at this stage. It's all about protecting that boundary. 10 runs off the first 5 deliveries here. Can he close it out? The dot, a single, maybe a wicket. That's wide. Oh, work to do. Oh, he's found the gap there, Azaz Khan. Placed it to perfection. Just like that, 14 off the over, 2 overs left. Hong Kong, China, 179 for 4. Let's take a look at this replay. Again, going wide. Couldn't find that Yorker length. That's the thing, if you bowl length, you bowl wide. Give Azaz and Babar the opportunity to free their arms. Aaron Bush back in the box, 14 off that over, Aaron.
Fantastic. Azaz finding that gap, that was brilliant because there were 2 fielders waiting, lurking. And he's just picked the gap. We've seen that a few times today in the Hong Kong China batting innings. Picking the gap to perfection, getting the boundary, keeping the runs flowing. 2 overs remaining. 200 definitely on the cards here with plenty of wickets in hand.
that partnership just keeps growing. It's been a murderous 24 minutes. 62, the partnership of just 27 balls. The left arm spinner again. Bang! That's high. Oh, that's very, very long onto the roof of that softball canteen. Barber, big Barber, gets another 6.
Look out, softball players, because that's going into the softball ground. Barber destroying it. Wasn't too full. Just got to the slot. Drilled it, long boundary. We see wickets fall regularly trying to clear that rope. He didn't just clear the rope. He cleared the rope, cleared the fence and onto the roof of the softball ground canteen.
Ten sixes now for the big, dangerous Babar Hayat. Bang. Should just be one. Oh, nasty bounce at the last minute. It bursts through the hands of that unlucky long off fielder. Oh, that was really nasty. Just glad it didn't hit him in the face there.
You've got a feel for Yadav there. He had it under control. It was hit straight to him and then it's just taken a bounce off the ground over his shoulder. Like you say, lucky not to get it in the face. Another boundary in the scorebooks for Hong Kong, China. 10 off 2.
Oh, Babar Hayat kicked off his innings with a bunch of singles, just working the ball around, but he's gone absolutely crazy. 10 balls left in the innings. Oh, it looked like an edge on that. Just edge down onto the ground. Maybe. The bat just hitting the surface. It's a rare dot ball. That's the thing when Babar's in this sort of mood. And there's a dot ball, you don't really expect it. You're caught unawares. It's a good result though for Nepal. Still 10 off the over already. More than 10 now. Much more than 10. 11 sixes for Babar Hayat. Moves on to 97. And this over just getting bigger and bigger. 16 off it so far. 2 balls left.
Similar stroke, this one was a bit full and he has delivered it. It didn't go onto the roof this time, but definitely cleared the fence at the back there. Smashed it. Gone. Another 6 in the books for Babar Hayat. 97 off 44.
Yeah, he's barely moved, Babar Hayat. He's on 97, eyeing up that century. A bit of an anticlimax. He's going to have to re-bowl that, the left arm spinner. See what he's trying to do. He doesn't want to bowl in the slot to Babar. If he gets there, it's going to be his second T20I ton. Called through for a single. Ooh, they're thinking about a second. Wisely decide against it. Just 1, moves on to 98 now. 1 ball left in the 19th.
What does Azaz Khan do here? You wouldn't think he's taking a single. Want Babar on strike for the final over. And we'll see what he does. On strike, Azaz Khan on 19.
Yeah, I think he's going to go big. He's going to try and go for that boundary. Azaz. See him just eyeing up the offside. Does go offside. It's only going to be 1.
He made a fool of me.
Yeah.
I said he wasn't going to take a single. Want to have Babar on strike for the final over, but Azaz Khan will retain strike.
Yeah, 1 over left. It's 198 for 4. He's calling for a helmet now, Babar Hayat. It's also the end of the spell for Sagar Dakal. 3 overs, none for 38. Yeah, it's a tough day at the office for the left arm spinner. But he's ran into a rampant Babar Hayat.
Jay, we talked about it at the beginning of the innings. Now the problem for Nepal, they have to bowl this final over from the Argyle Street end, the short boundary end. We've seen it punished during this batting innings. And Chan's got the ball in hand. The debutant been given the honours to bowl the death over from the Argyle Street end to Azaz Khan.
Yeah, the T20I debutant for Nepal. He's played 2 ODIs, of course. And one of the stars of Nepal's impressive Under-19 World Cup campaign. Six balls left. Lets it go. Still 6 balls left.
Score creeps up to 199. 6 legal deliveries still remaining. Trying that death over bowling. Wide, Yorker outside off, but starts too wide.
You spoke about taking a single off that last ball of the previous over. Yeah, if you're Nepal, you're not going to mind that too much. Full toss, drilled. Rohit Kumar Paudel, the skipper, does well to keep it down to 1 and 200 up now for Hong Kong. They lost the toss, Hong Kong, China. They were put in to bat. You can see that dugout as well. They'll be quite pleased with this scoreline. They're getting excited now. You know why they're getting excited? Because it's Babar on strike. Big Babar on 98. He's looking leg side. He's got boundaries all around. He's gone straight. He's gone leg side. He's gone offside. Here he is on 98. What a way to get to a century. Babar Hayat with his second T20I century. An innings of the highest order. He looks towards his father, gets down on the ground, salutes the dugout, thanks the Almighty as well. Babar Hayat, we've seen something absolutely special. He's been in brilliant form. One of Hong Kong's finest, a certified legend, stepping up to the plate against Nepal. 104 of 46 balls, 12 maximums, 3 boundaries. Absolutely fantastic, Aaron Bush.
What an innings we've seen from Babar Hayat. Coming in, number 4, bashing it, 104, strike rate over 200. As you say, 12 maximums, including a beautiful one to bring up his century.
Look at that crowd. A lot of them, they're here to see Nepal. They've seen something special from Babar. Again, he goes big. And again, he goes all the way. Moves on to 110. 13 maximums. He's got a smile on his face, Niaz Ali.
Anytime you don't see Niaz Ali enjoying a big 6 is when he's bowling. This one here, a bird's eye view. Shane comes in, Babar shuffles across, tries to go to that tram line, but Babar was there waiting. Bang, over long off, 6.
Only his 3rd game at the senior international level. Akash Chand is realizing very quickly this is very different from under-19 cricket. Babar Hayat would command a place in a lot of full member teams as well. 3 balls left. Oh, he's missed that. Yeah, tried to work it away. On the leg side there did Babar. Bit of an anti-climax there.
Good delivery in the end. Followed Babar across. It was wider than the tram line, the blue line there, but because Babar had shuffled across, missed it. Dot ball. Valuable with 2 balls remaining in the 20th.
Yeah, 14 off the over so far. So still a very good one for Hong Kong, China. Wow. More than 150 runs coming in the last 10 overs. This time he doesn't miss out. Or does he? It's in the air. Oh, that's just held up in the air and been taken. But Babar Hayat, what a fantastic innings. 110 off 49. 1 ball left in the innings, 212 for 5. Aaron, special innings.
Brilliant innings for Babar Hayat. Comes to an end, tries to put one more over the rope, over the long off, but just skies it up in the air. Long off coming in off the ropes, takes a nice catch there. A captain's catch to get rid of the very dangerous Babar Hayat. And that brings Yasim Benazir to the crease. as Bubba gets a big round of applause from the Hong Kong China dugout. Well-deserved, brilliant innings from Bubba Hyatt.
Yeah, the big stage as well against a leading associate nation to step up like this and play this sort of a knock. Absolutely incredible. And he's been building up to this as well, hasn't he, in the last few months? We talked about that 15-ball half-century against the UAE at Mulpani. Today he's gone one better. He's got 3 figures. And he's given the home side a clear advantage already in the first half of this game. What a statement from both Barber and Hong Kong China. You got to give credit to Akash Chand. Stormed back. 2nd wicket for him.
And Yasin Mirza gets the pleasure of facing only one delivery.
Last ball of the innings. Yasim on strike. Akash Chand with the ball. He's gone straight. Is it going to be another catch? Yes. Ends with back-to-back wickets there. Big cheer as well from the Nepalese contingent. Good stuff, Akash Chand. Finishes on 3 for 27 in his 3 overs. That's a really good return. Probably the pick of the bowlers for Nepal. The big story, Hong Kong China have smashed 212 for 6 in 20 overs. That's the last wicket. That wicket is purely cosmetic. Massive, massive last 10 or 11 overs for Hong Kong China. Both Azaz Khan and the rest of that Hong Kong dugout can be very, very proud of themselves. Huge, huge statement here from the home side on a cold morning here at TKRG. Let's take a look at that wagon wheel. Oh, Babar Hayat, look at that. Boundaries, runs all across the wicket, all around that outfield. He loved going straight, loved going over long off and long on. Went leg side as well, clearing a deep mid-wicket on multiple occasions. Went behind the wicket for that scoop that went over the rope. Thrashed one over deep cover, another one over deep extra cover. And for good measure, went over deep point as well. 13 sixes for Babar Hayat. I gotta say, I love what I've seen so far in this first innings, but Nepal, they're not out of it. There's always a chance they can fire back in that second innings. Speaking of which, don't go too far. We will be with you in a second for some halfway point analysis. Aaron Bush and I will be talking to you about how this first innings has gone down.
Burada